morning, happy Monday, and welcome to our Hunkydory Christmas markets for 2024. And we have got so many good shows planned for you this week. So helping me out on today's show, we've got Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Good weekend?
Yes. Yes.
Not bad?
Very Christmassy.
That's what we like. Lots of nice Christmas plans. And in the demonstration corner, we've got Natalie. Good morning.
I just realised what your name says.
Oh, I didn't
You
see
didn't
it.
see that, did you?
Oh, can we go back?
Slay me Wilkes.
Slay me Wilkes.
I like that. It's good.
That's going to stay for the whole
Natalie
of...
Treagleton. Love it.
Who came up with
Absolutely
these?
love it.
What was these?
Kelly?
No.
No, it was Jen.
No.
Was it not?
No.
Alan.
Alan.
Oh,
Was it?
Yeah.
we like that. Are you okay?
Incredible.
Good weekend?
Good weekend, yeah.
Christmassy?
It was quite Christmassy. I went pottery painting with my friends. It was cute.
Oh, nice.
It was very, very cute.
Oh, I love doing that. We won't talk about football.
No, we're not talking about that. I didn't actually. I've not even looked at anything. The only reason I know that we lost was because my mum had to go in place of me because my dad can't go on his own. And she said I went to drop Oscar's stuff off because she's having Oscar this week while we go away. And she went. I went. Have you had a nice day? She went. No, I wanted to leave after 10 minutes. I went, oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh.
That was it. That's all we said. So I instantly knew what had happened. And yeah, I haven't watched anything or even care about it. So yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. Let's go on with the show.
Okay, so we have got twinkling lights, festive offers and perfect gifts all in one place for you to enjoy. We have got brand new product launches along with new product stalls added each day, and of course lots of festive cheer along with all those brilliant names that Alan has created for us. But before we crack on, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. And look at the prize you are getting this week.
3 winners.
Mega storage caddy. I know,
What?
3 lucky winners.
Christmas has come early.
Each going to win. Mega storage caddy contains 16 storage boxes. Perfect for storing your ink pads, stamps, your diamond sparkle products, die cut elements,
Die
isn't it?
cuts.
Just
You can fit little books in there.
Absolutely.
Gemstones.
Everything.
You can use it for like other things as well, not just like crafting. I'm sure Anne-Marie's got one for like different coloured Lego blocks.
Yeah.
If you like
Makeup.
like embroidery and
Yeah.
sewing. Anyone
Jewellery.
who does like nails.
Yeah.
Like they are so good for storing.
They are
anything
so
in.
handy. You've got the handle there that you can carry it, but then open it up and you've got all of those individual storage boxes. So all you need to do to be in with a chance of winning one of these is to like, share and comment the answer to the following question. Which of these Christmas markets takes place underground?
Ooh.
Is it A, Christmas Wonderland Singapore? Is it B, Christmas Town Valkenburg? Or is it C, capital of Christmas Strasbourg? I don't know, do you?
No, but I imagine that's quite cool actually.
I think that's
It's
really
got to
good.
have like crazy lights, hasn't it? If it's like underground.
Yes. I hope we got
that would be
photos
really
for
quite
Friday.
cool.
We've
That
got
would be
photos,
cool.
yeah. So if you want to be with a chance of winning, just like, share and comment and answer that following question. Let's move that and put that down there. So let's get on with today's show. And first up, something everybody is going to need. We are not far off a new year.
Yeah. New year. New
Gorgeous
planner.
Hunkydory weekly planner, and of course we've got that amazing animal print around the edge. So stay organised. It is A4 in size. You get 52 pages, so this is going to last you for the whole of 2025. And you can see there you've got the date you can put on yourself and all of the days of the week. Your crafty notes if you see any products that you want to make a wish list of, any ideas that you see on our shows and want to jot them down. This is going to be perfect. You can tear each of the pages off as well as the weeks go by, so you could put them onto your fridge.
Yeah, get a little magnet
with a
strip on
magnet.
there.
Yeah, maybe just tear one off at a time.
You
put it on
you
for
could
that
use
week.
it for like a meal planner as
Yeah.
well. So you've got like all your different teas laid out, so you know exactly what you're having. Maybe if
I
you've
love
got,
that. I
like,
love being
extra
organised like that.
activities.
Yeah, if you've got like kids clubs, things happening during the week that you need to be reminded of, and just have that there. So that is your weekly planner, 52 pages. So it is going to last you all the year. Just $6.99 or $6.29 if you are in our Diamond Club. And if you buy the planner, you also get the crafty to-do list for free.
It looks
so
good.
again, you've got that gorgeous animal print. I mean, we all love animal
We
print
do in
here,
this
don't
office.
we?
We're a bit crazy.
Yeah, and your crafty to-do list, again, you can just tear them off, put them on your craft table, making just, I think even this time of year, isn't it? But you could do maybe one for each month of the year, and write down all the events, occasions you've got that month.
Absolutely.
That you need to make things for as well, or if you see any ideas. So that is your crafty to-do list. That comes free if you buy the weekly planner at just $6.29 if you are in the Diamond Club. If you do want extras of the crafty to-do list, you can buy it on its own for $3.99. But you are getting it free with that planner.
What a
so
good price.
an absolute bargain, isn't it, to get the two for less than £7. Just a nice start. I think when people start the new year, isn't it? It's about having lists and being organised, and that is going to do the perfect job. Alongside
your Hunkydory pen.
I love these. Your Hunkydory pen that will match perfectly with those planners and crafty to-do lists. Just $3.99 or $3.59 if you are in our Diamond Club. So it is black ink and going to be perfect to write all those planners and crafty to-do lists. So for £11 you're getting you can get all three, can't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. And what a lovely gift for a crafter as well.
A really nice gift.
If you order now, you'll get it for Christmas. Easily get it by Christmas.
Yeah.
So if you think of any crafters and you think, I'm not sure kind of what products they've got or what they would like, everybody's going to need
100%
one of those, aren't they? So get those now, and then we come on to our fabulous Hunkydory craft calendar for 2025. Have we got a VT for this, Jess?
We do, yeah.
So welcome to our Hunkydory craft calendar for 2025. It is A4 in size. You've got 12 sheets within this calendar, one for each month, and we'll go through it. So you can see the price there, just $9.99 or $8.99 if you are in the Diamond Club. And again, a perfect gift for any crafter, isn't it?
I think so, absolutely.
Or anybody that wants to try card making. And you can see you've got the dates on there. Let's move it forward a bit. You've got the toppers, you've got the border strips, you've got the sentiments. All you need to do is add some of your cardstock or pattern papers to this.
And I love the fact that, like, with each month, you've got the ability to, like, make a card with what's on the bottom of these sheets. So you could be kind of like, I don't know, it depends how much you want to craft with them, but you could sort of like treat yourself at the end of each month and then make the card with it.
Yes.
Or if you wanted to, you could cut this, cut it all down off the bottom, and then you've got sort of like you can make cards with it straight away, and then you've got the other elements to use it. But I love how simple and easy these are to
and you've
put
got
together.
you've got your notes section, so again any reminders for that month, and then you've got these gorgeous did you know sections, and it's just information.
There's some great things
related
on
to the
there.
theme, isn't it?
Yeah, related to the month.
So we'll just
or
go
the
through it, and you'll
design.
see the toppers are related to sort of events that are taking place in that month, isn't it? So that one, obviously, February is Valentine's. So you've got that gorgeous
It's such
love
a nice
theme
image, that
topper.
one, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it, with the silhouette there. March, those gorgeous swans. I mean, that could be sort of a birthday card, and a new baby one would be
work
nice,
really
wouldn't
nice
it,
with
with that? And again, you've got that did you know information on there.
Oh,
I love
the
it.
Easter one with the little egg. Super cute.
And you'll definitely have papers,
Oh,
cardstock
100%.
within your crafty
We
stash
have
that
not
you
struggled
can use.
at all with
Yeah.
sort of like finding things that these go with. It's been super, super easy.
If you've bought our adorable scribble card blanks,
Yep.
stepper cards in the
Stepper
last couple of
cards.
weeks, your foiled cardstock, I love that one as well, the colours in there.
It's really nice, and I love the fact that we've got a mix of gold and silver on all of the months
Yeah.
as well.
And different themes, you've got all different colourways, haven't you?
Lots of different styles too.
Yeah.
Like there's quite contemporary images with like and fun and young images, but this one's very like artistic as well. It
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean, that
almost
could
looks
be
like
sort
an oil
of
painting.
retirement card, couldn't it? Or a get
Yeah.
well card.
There's a really nice mix for lots of different
Birthdays.
people, lots of different occasions that might come up throughout the year as well.
So even if you made cards with this and sold them for £1, that's £12.
Yeah.
You've already
Made more.
covered the cost of your calendar. Think about how much calendars are,
Yes,
some of them, and you
exactly.
can't actually do anything with them
No.
afterwards, can you? I love that cat one. We've got some gorgeous card samples using that.
I love that the cardstock that we
Awesome.
use and the weight that we use to print these on as well means that they're really, really sturdy, but also
Yeah.
still really easy to write on as well. So with a Hunkydory pen or with your just standard sort of like biro pen, you can easily write on the calendar to make sure you're aware of all of your notes and what you're up to.
So you can see it's A4 in size, and they are all the different images, colourways that you're going to get within that.
Got that nice handy sort of like hole throughout the middle as well, so that you can hang it up on your wall or on anything else. And
So just $9.99 or
together.
$8.99 if you are in our Diamond Club. And again, like we said, a perfect gift for anybody you're not sure what to get them.
Yeah.
They might want to be trying card making next year. It might be their sort of New Year's resolution.
New year, new hobby.
Try new crafts. So definitely get hold of that. Just $8.99 in our Diamond Club, and we'll
So
just
good.
go. Like you said, Natalie, there was no trouble finding
No issues at all.
cardstock to go with these.
And there's some really cool different like styles and designs, like this one using all of those border frames and to make that background up is really, really fancy.
Clever, isn't it? Yeah. And you can see how gorgeous is that for sort of a new home
And
card.
you can go
Get
really
well
simple, but
thinking of
also you
you.
can be really, really fancy.
And you can see also how big the card you
Yeah.
can make the cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's no sort of like size that's specific that these go with. They fit really nicely on your smaller
love that
cards,
one.
but also if you want to make something really big and extravagant, you can
Yeah.
definitely do that.
And you can see how different shapes that you can make. Here's one using
the
those
steppers.
gorgeous stepper cards. So if you've got hold of those. And again, you can see how they've used that frame
Yeah.
to almost create the background, isn't it?
And it works so nicely. It's like it was
Just
sort of like
gorgeous.
designed to be that way. Cute.
Again,
like
bringing
that
in
one.
your Miri card as well, isn't it? You can see you've got the range of different sentiments on the
Yeah.
border strips as well. So all those, just the finishing touches as well.
Oh, very elegant.
I think these samples really do showcase the variety, don't
Yeah.
they, in them, and all the different things that you can do with them. This one just been
Oh, this one's clever.
using a piece of acetate, so doing it as a frame.
Nice. That is a cool idea.
What a gorgeous sort of thinking of your notes
Yeah.
or something. Yeah. So have a wonderful day. So it's just because card, isn't it? Which we all like as well. So make sure you make them up and you've got them sort of ready to go, haven't you, when you need them. And then this gorgeous one here.
That's cute.
And how well that border strip has been
Yeah.
cut down to create all three of those. So you can see the variety of different styles, colourways, different card sort of shapes that you can use to create with that beautiful craft calendar. I absolutely love this. So we've got a demo with this.
We do.
Oh,
So,
brilliant. Oh, do you want me to show this first?
Oh, go for
Yeah,
it.
sorry. Can we just show this? Because we went and got it. So did you do this, Natalie?
Yes. So there's a couple that we did. We did a couple as books, and then we did one that you'd have seen on that VT that was sort of like for like the desk that you
Oh,
could
where
like
you- yeah.
flip it over. So there's loads of different ways in which you can use it. And if you are someone who wants to make all your cards straight away, then you can easily cut down all your pages and make it into like a little.
And I love the fact you've done
calendar.
that to 2025.
Yeah,
You've cut
trim
that
it
out.
from the front.
And you can see, so Natalie's just trimmed off the dates there and sort of turned it. Could almost carry that around with you, couldn't it? You
so it's like a little
yeah,
planner.
a
A little planner
yeah.
calendar.
And you can see how the pictures coordinate as well with the topper sheets. So that is another way that you could use it if you do want to make up the card straight away. Just cut off the top part and just turn that into a little book as well.
It's super cute.
Just gorgeous. I love it. So
Okay.
what month are we going with?
I was going to go with February because I instantly knew exactly what I could put for like a background with this one. But we are going to do a bit of a fun shaped card with this. So I'm going to take out all of my elements from my sheet and my sentiments as well. And then I'm going to grab my Duo design paper pad. So this one is our Magical Landscapes and Stunning Swirls, because the backgrounds that we have in here, some of them are perfect for this, because you've got that beautiful like skyscape that you see within here, and there's lots of different ones that you can choose from actually to be able to use with this. This one would work perfectly with the light that you've got in there. You've got the pinks in there. This one is gorgeous as well with that beautiful sort of like mixture of colour. You could use this one because you've got the pinks and the blues in there. There's honestly so many different choices. I think though I'm going to go with the ones that has the tree on. So let's use this.
And that's a good thing about the toppers, because they contain so many colours.
Yeah.
You've got so much choice, haven't you, about
So
what
many
you can
different
use with them.
things. And then I'm also going to grab, if we've got some red adorable scoreable, because you've got that gorgeous like red that follows through the design here. So let's start with this, and I am going to do a shape card, and we are going to trim this down. So the size of this is like I think it's A6 in size, so it's designed to like the whole frame to be A6. I'm going to do this at a 5x5. So I'm going to make my card blank out of this. So we're going to go 5 by 10. And then you're going to want to bring this together, because we're going to do a little bit of sort of like fussy cutting to make this up. So this strip that I've got left over, I'm going to do 2.5 by 5, because that's like halfway through. So 2.5 by 5. I'm going to leave this piece to one side as well, because I'm going to want to use that. And if I bring my scoreboard in now, we're going to make this up. So I'm going to start off by scoring this at 5 and at 7.5. So that is going to make me a 5 by 5 easel card. So it sits like this. And then what we're going to do is I am going to grab this piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to trim off. I'm going to go sort of like 5. I'm going to do it at 5 and a quarter. Let's do it at 4.5. So I'm going to take 4.5 off from that section there. And then we are just going to take this. I want it so like the trees are in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kind of like eyeball that on here. So once I've kind of cut one bit down, make sure that that's straight, I can do the next bit. So that I've got that nice sort of like tree line coming in. And then I'm going to bring in a little bit of gold mirror as well, and just do a little matte layer for that top section. So 5 by...
So the combination of gold and silver mirror throughout
Yes.
the calendar, isn't it? So depending on...
You've got all your
works
essentials
best,
covered.
yeah.
And then with this top bit here, I'm going to make a little panel that sits on here. So we're not going to do the gold mirror on this one, just because we are going to fussy cut into this again. So I'm going to take, let's take it from here. So I did that one at 2.5 by...
So we've got people in the comments just saying the goodie boxes have started arriving.
Nice.
I think next year we need to put on the box, congratulations winner, because we've got someone who told their partner that they'd won it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I think if all the
We
boxes
just
just say
need
congratulations,
we just
yeah.
need to hide from everyone what we're doing. That's clever. That's clever. So let's bring in your tape runner, and I'm going to add this on first of all. So I'm just going to stick this straight onto this panel, and then I'm going to stick the other piece on. Now I'm going to add all of my panels onto here before I do anything else in terms of cutting, just so it's all sort of like done, and should be a little bit easier. I'm going to place this on there.
Those antlers look really funny, don't they? On the
Oh, do they
screen?
keep popping
They
through?
just looks good.
Need to be careful to not get them in the way. And then I'm going to take out these borders here, and we're just going to use this frame. So I'm going to stick this down. Again, I'm going to go in with my tape runner, and I'm just going to place that the whole way across.
Linda's asked,
Sort
where
of like
do you
halfway
get
up.
the white rings from that you used to make the calendar?
Oh, well, you're just going to have to wait and see.
Would it be a long wait?
It,
I don't think it is it?
No, it might. It's coming quite soon. Quite soon, but also quite far away. Can we say that? That's a little bit of a guess, isn't it? It depends how you think. It depends how you think of things. It could be. It sounds really far away, but it's actually really quite close. So wait and see. Watch this space.
Yep. So basically the answer is from here, soon.
From here, soon.
Kind of.
But maybe not that soon. It all depends. So then I'm going to bring out my trimmer, and I'm going to line this up onto here. And what I want to do is I want to cut out a frame from this section, and I'm actually going to cut it out from the whole piece of my cardstock. So we're going to run that across. I haven't really measured out this element. I'm more doing it by eye. So I just want to make sure that I've got a nice sort of, I'm going to say 1/4 of an inch over that section that we can play around with here. So I'm just going to use my trimmer going through this. So this is going through one piece of cardstock, 2 pieces of Adorable Scorable, and then it's also going through your paper pad as well. So just making sure that that is on there, and then I'm going to run that through as well. And then this is where, because of course we've gone through quite a lot of paper, you can see it popping through, but you might find that you want to take a craft knife and just go along those score lines to pop out this design. So I'm going to do that again here, and then just meet those up, and then that should pop out this whole section here. And now we're going to do something a little bit more crazy with this piece.
Like the look of this.
So let me just pop that down. So that is 5 by 5, and this is where as well you might want to be a little bit crazy with this. So I'm just going to pop this bit out. We are going to bring that back in, but I'm going to cut this down, this section down a little bit more. So I'm just going to pop it through on here so that this stands out. And what I want to do is measure it so that this is now 4, no I don't, I want to measure it so it is now 3 inches. So we have added that score line in, but we are going to bring that piece back in. And then what I'm going to do again, and this is probably the craziest way of showing you how to make this card. I imagine that if you're at home and you've ever tried to make a card like this before, you'll know an easier way, but I'm just doing it in the way that I found how to do it. So I'm then going to score this. So I've got that at 5, that's at 8. I'm going to score it halfway through, so 6.5. That will give me this little, another easel here, which is slightly shorter, and that is going to stand in this little gap. So now you've got like a double easel sort of shape on there. So with that in mind, I can probably bring, that's probably a bit too short actually, but what I can do is get another piece of red. So this needs to be, I don't even know what the length of this is. This is how crazy this card's going. So it is slightly over the 2 by like 2.5 by like 2 notches. So let's just trim this down. And sometimes measurements really help. Other times, making up your measurements is the easiest thing to do. And that works really well with what we're doing here. So then I'm just going to bring this other panel in.
But I think to pay $8.99 for a calendar is good value.
Yes.
But then to pay $8.99 for a calendar that you can then make 12 cards with as well is
really good, isn't it? So I'm just going to make sure that that is 1/4 of an inch on here. I mean, you don't really need to add this onto here, because if I've done this right, which I'm hoping I have, but I probably haven't now. Let's see. I did do a card like this for this particular thing, but now I'm thinking I've definitely not left enough space. I think my outside edge needed to be a little bit shorter. It did, because that isn't going to come through. So let's go. This is where you should plan ahead, people.
So could you cut all the way up to the frame?
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. I mean, it looks really good like this, doesn't it? But I'm not going to have. Let's try and cut this down like maybe 2/8 of an inch even shorter, because it doesn't need to be that much wider, and you don't need to take it from the bottom either. But yeah, if you cut it around to the frame, it would definitely stay. But this is what happens in our heads. Welcome to trying to work out how to do something fun with Natalie. But live from my head.
I think that sometimes they're the best, aren't they?
The best thing about it though is that if you can always take stuff away, but you can never add stuff. So sometimes if you need to sort of like go back and remove a bit more, it's not necessarily that much of a bad thing. So let's take that out.
There's always a way, isn't there? We can
always a way. But yeah, if you went to the very edge of this frame, you wouldn't have this problem at all, because then it would definitely fit within there. I'm just trying to be a little bit fancy and have a tiny bit more of that frame on there. So let's pop that out. We'll trim off those edges there and there. Oh,
people are saying we need a buzzer for when we start spilling the beans.
Spilling the beans?
Yeah.
Who? We might just be winding you up. You never know.
Would we do that?
I mean, if you're someone who gets the Hunkydory catalogue, you'll know sooner rather than later anyway. That's all we're gonna say. So we're just spilling the beans before Anne does. That's what we're doing. So now, there we go, that will fit in there. You've got that space to be able to add that in as well. So we'll finish off sticking these panels in. So come back to this bit that we did earlier, and then I'm going to stick this down. So a little bit of gold mirror on this 5x5 section, and then we're going to go in with my other panel. So I would say if you're trying to do this at home, go to the edge of your border, because then you instantly know that you're going to have the space to do this. So now I need 2 stoppers. So if I place this on there, and I'm going to do that with tape actually. You didn't even need to cover this up because you're not going to see it.
So with each topper page as well, you get 3 sentiments and a border strip, don't you,
yeah.
as well?
So there's
with
loads
each one,
and loads of options for you to be able to do this. So now you need to work out where you want these to go. So I'm going to do border strip in the middle here, all the way across because it fits. We're going to do that with our large foam pads. I'm going to do the 4 mils because then we know it's going to fit across. And it's going to be wide enough to hold that space as well. Keep the little offcuts because we're going to use them. So I'm going to pop this across here. That's when you can tell I've not had enough sleep because I can't work things out in my head. So I'm going to pop that on there. It's going to hold really nicely. We've got so many sentiments as well. So we've got to my one and only, to a lovely couple, and all my love as well. So let's do all my love. I don't know if I'm going to double up the foam pads on that one actually. I'm going to pop.
She's undecided.
I know. I don't think I can take this off now. I'm trying to think. Let's go in with all my love at the bottom here. So you want to pop this so that this stands really nicely in there. I can't do anything. It's not even going on straight now. Was it a full moon last night?
I don't know. But I
Can't-
don't know
I
about
can't
where
craft
you
this
were. It
morning.
absolutely poured down all night.
I don't think I woke up last night, to be honest. This is why I don't understand why I can't function. But I feel super, super sleepy. So, there we go. I'm going to leave it like that because if I do any more, it's probably going to go wrong. But there you go.
Look
We've
at
got
the.
that sort
I
of
love
like
the
double
sort of the
easel.
depths, isn't it? And
The depth and the dimension from those frames being on there. If you wanted to, you could add acetate behind here as well. Before you sort of, if you put your frame on, then sort of drew your pencil line, then you could add acetate behind it if you wanted to too. But then you've got this really cool,
just
like
gorgeous,
double
and so many options. And you can see
easel.
you haven't needed a lot of other
extra
products,
bits.
have
No,
you?
No, kind of like I haven't.
Yeah.
You could use a card blank if you wanted to. I chose a piece of adorable scorable because then you've already got the weightiness from the size of your cardstock. But yeah, please let me know if anyone else has made that before and found an easier solution to doing it though.
Yeah,
but
we always love people
it is
to
a
share.
really cool way of sort of like making that shape.
Yeah, everyone's loving it. Stunning card, super card. Love it. Another idea to steal. Yeah, have a go. And
Definitely have a
yeah.
go, try it out.
let us know how you
And
get on.
it's going to work as well, which I really, really like. Actually, like putting your frame on first. I know this is just a rectangle, so this is a really easy starting point for this type of shape. But you could also do it with like fancy shapes. So, you know, like your bracket labels, your circles.
Yes, yeah.
Once you've got the sort of logistics of putting the easel together, then you're going to be able to do it with loads of different shapes and it'll look really fancy.
Yeah, so please, if you have a go at that, please do let us know. Thank you. Love that. So don't forget, it is Cyber Monday. So we have extended Black Friday for just one more day. So meaning that you can save up to 80% across paper crafts, dies, stamps, paper pads, concept cards and more. So please do check out the website. Just one more day of our Black Friday deals. And I've got a handwritten post-it to let you know over 80% of the goodie boxes have now gone.
Wow.
And there won't be any more.
No.
So if you want to get hold of those, make sure you order them. Also, please note, in each of your goodie boxes, there will be a little sheet of paper which gives you a goodie box code, and it will give you 10% off in December. So you can get a further 10% saving on what you buy during December. So make sure you get that out of your goodie box and use it on any of the new products. Where's it? Are we still doing the check?
Have we?
Oh, we're doing it for another day?
Nice.
So if you were watching during our last couple of weeks Black Friday event, you will know that we are giving away a share of £1,000 worth of Hunkydory credit. There will be 4 winners, each receiving £250 to spend across our website on any crafting products that you would like. All you need to do to be in with a chance of winning is just place an order.
Just place an order.
So if you have placed an order at any point during our Black Friday event, it's been 3 weeks, hasn't it? Yep, the last 3 weeks, or today, you will be in with a chance of winning your share of this amount. And the winners will be announced tomorrow. So make sure if you have placed an order that you tune in tomorrow, where we will announce those 4 lucky winners. What a gorgeous Christmas present. that you could either spend on other people or yourself. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. Top up all your stash, isn't it?
Exactly.
I think once you've made all your Christmas cards, a lot of the times you need all your sort of your mirrors, your glues. So make sure you place an order and you will be in with a chance of winning. So moving on to the next section of our show, we have got our gorgeous designer card packs. An improved multi-buy, so you can get 3 packs for just $9.99, so saving over 40%. So we have got quite a lot to go through, so I will show you. Some of them you will have seen, but just a reminder. So first up is our Christmas quilts.
I love this one.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
So
And
good.
it looks so 3D and
does.
textured. You could cut all of those out and just have them as square toppers. You could mat and lay them onto gold mirror and sort of do like a tile effect on your cards as well. This was another gorgeous quilted one. I never forget Anne-Marie doing, you know, with the peel off.
That looked so good, didn't it?
Just separating those. Then
That
again,
was
you've got
such a good idea.
Christmas trees within those squares as well, so you could trim into those. Just so many options. I love that one as well.
And the
Just
frosting.
the colours in there, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
nice.
And then you've got all your
Snowman.
gorgeous
It's just so cute.
snowmen as well. So you get 12 sheets. It is 350 GSM. So perfect for your mats and layers, but also for your construction 3D projects. So if you're making gift boxes, gift bags, crackers, they would be perfect as well. Next up, we've got our cool winter. And this has got a real selection of...
Yeah, it's a super cool mix.
Yeah. All sort of the same sort of colour tones, but you've got those snowflakes, the gorgeous
so nice.
florals there.
A winter birthday, that would look phenomenal. You could fussy cut the flowers out and then like decoupage them onto the other sheet.
That would be good. Or you could sort of get your craft knife and just cut part of them and lift them up and
a
then
bit.
sort of put your
So
mirror
nice.
underneath as well.
A little bit of glitter on the lip.
Nice.
Love the trees in this as well. That's a really nice image.
And then you've got those butterflies. Again, you could do the same with the wings, get your craft knife and cut around them. Or you could fussy cut maybe one sheet out and then use the other sheet.
The light and the blues
add them.
in the butterflies remind me of Avatar.
Yes.
Like that sort of really
Yeah.
icy, like magical
Just
feel.
Gorgeous. And there you've got sort of that, almost like that knitted jumper feel,
Fair
isn't
Isle
it, to
look.
it? Yeah.
You could use that alongside your Fair Isle embossing folder, actually.
Oh, that'd look nice,
That would
wouldn't it?
look
You
really
could
cool.
cut along these strips and have them all as borders as well. And then this was one of my favourites.
Really like
Sort of that wood effect with the snow. So that is your cool winter. Again, you are getting 12 sheets, 6 designs, 2 of each within that one. Next up, we have got our Northern Lights. Super popular for all of those sort of image, sort of scenery.
This one would look really
images.
good as well with that card.
It would have done
with
with
that
it,
image
yeah.
I've just used.
I always use this one if I've got that, you know, Santa and his sleigh die
Yes.
to go in the background. But you could fussy cut around these and build up the images as well.
It's such a cool piece of
And
like,
just the colours within them, you can bring so many other colours into the cards, can't you? If you've got any of our sort of winter animal pocket pads
Yeah.
or little books, things like that are going to work as well with these.
the scenes are just absolutely stunning.
Just gorgeous colours.
You could just pop them in a frame and
Yeah.
like they're just
You could just cut these
incredible.
down, couldn't you? And I mean, you
It's
could
so
have that one there
magical.
as 1 or 2 cards, and then use this top part just with a like a sentiment on, couldn't you?
like a fairy image would
Yeah.
look really good as well with it. With
Yeah, all
the
those
colours.
sort of mystical,
Yeah, it's
magical
so
ones that we've
nice.
got as well. So that is your Northern Lights. Again, 6 designs, 2 of each with that one. And don't forget, they are just 3 packs for $9.99. Then we've got our vintage poinsettia. Again, the imagery on
Love
these,
it.
perfect for your box making,
It's
your gift
fantastic
bags.
too, so we can add inks onto this if we want to make it even more distressed and grungy.
You can fussy cut into this one, can't you?
your script embossing folder, or your even your the music note one.
Yes.
That would look really good.
Just
with
to add
this.
even more, and then
A little bit of like gold, maybe like wax over the top, just to like lift up the embossing.
Yes, yeah.
That would look really fancy.
But that is just gorgeous. So that is, like you say, you can add your inks onto that. So that is your vintage poinsettias. And then next up we have got the iridescent ice.
Super
Perfect.
frosty, this one.
Again, for those sort of winter scenes,
Yes.
the magical scenes with the animals.
It also kind of looks like crushed velvet as well in some ways.
It does, doesn't it, that one? Yeah.
Yeah, that
you could
icy.
just have it as a sort of a textured background without
Yeah.
it being textured, isn't it? It's just the look that you get. So you can see all the different colourways that you can get with that one as well.
They are incredible, aren't they? Our adorable squirrel
Yeah.
pattern
So they're
packs for that.
350 GSM. So you are getting 36 sheets for $9.99.
Mad.
Just absolutely amazing. So that is the sort of the Christmas ones. We've also got the everyday ones. Let's move this one out of the way.
We've got so many different
I mean,
options to choose from
You
here.
know that we're going to like this one.
Yeah.
So this is your animal prints.
Love this one. It's
So these
so
could be
cool.
your backgrounds. I love that one. Any collection, animal collections that you've got from us, pocket pads, little books, you're going to be able to use with this. Use your dies.
Like how
That looks so
beautiful.
textured, doesn't it?
So good.
So just 12 sheets for just, well, it's 3 for $9.99. So that is your animal prints. We've
This
then
one's
got,
really nice.
you could have used this
I
one
could
as
have
well,
used this
couldn't you,
one.
for
Honestly, there's so
that
many
one.
ways.
So this is your sky at night. So easily you could be cutting this down and
that
making
one.
2, 3, maybe even 4 cards
These
per
could be
sheet.
cards with like any astronaut images that you've got, or like space as well. That would work really good with this one.
Oh, look at that one.
That is so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, any of your dies you could use, you could just cut them out of black cardstock,
Yeah,
couldn't
like
you?
a silhouette.
Yeah, do them as you can see.
It's absolutely incredible.
And just that reminds me of like unicorns, you know, if you've got the unicorn book we've done. So that is
So
your
pretty.
sky at night again. Just so versatile, isn't it, and useful to put in your craft stash. Next up, we have got sage blooms. Again,
one's
this
very
is on our
pretty.
Matastic, so you can stamp onto it,
Yeah.
use your inks with it.
I think this is beautiful
It's
for
a
like
shame to
wedding
cut that down,
stationery.
isn't it?
I
You
mean,
could
three,
just-
any 3 packs
Yeah.
for $9.99. So you're getting what there? You're going to get 48, 60, 72, 72 sheets for $9.99. So if you're doing wedding stationery and you just grabbed 3 packs of this,
Yeah.
you could use it in so many ways. Just like trim it down.
I mean, you could just put that in a frame, couldn't you?
It's so pretty.
Gorgeous. So all they're A4 size, aren't they?
You've got the gorgeous flowers, that really nice sort of like sage green alcoholic.
Yeah, I
in the
think the
background as
colourways
well.
in this are just gorgeous, aren't they?
It's
So that is
beautiful.
your sage blooms, and those ones are on your Matastic. Next up, we have got the embroidered blossoms. This was always really popular. You can see
Oh, this was good for fussy cutting,
just
you
the
know.
texture in there, yes. And lots of different colourways and different sort of flowers within this. So you've got, you've got the reds, and you've got those. Love that one with the yellows in.
So pretty.
And these look lovely if you die cut your sentiment and put it onto parchment.
Yeah.
And sort of just
and
wrap them
overlap it.
around. But so, I'm always surprised
Lots
how
of
they can make
different
it look so
occasions
3D,
as
isn't
well.
it? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's almost like a photograph's been
Yeah.
taken. It's so clever.
You've got that one there. Just gorgeous. So that is your embroidered blossoms. So I'm sure there's lots of people
There's
thinking,
so many to choose from in here, isn't there?
Another one here is your wildflowers. Again, like that sage blooms, this is on your Matastic. So you can stamp onto it and use your inks. You can see the different colourways there.
A great one for
With
any
that
sort
one.
of like Mother's Day, get well soon.
Yes.
Really nice
Yeah.
image with all those like wildflowers on there.
I think gorgeous one. You know, if you maybe doing like a notelet set as well.
Yeah.
That's the sort of ones that I would
really
like to do.
soft
Yeah.
artwork.
And just putting your sentiments onto there. Then we've got our Denim Delight.
This is an essential
Yes.
for me to have in your stash.
What was the
Denims.
collection we did with the jacket and the trainers?
Oh, the
Stay
Young at Heart.
Young at Heart, yeah. So again, just creating backgrounds with that. If you've got any clothing dyes,
Yeah.
isn't it? A shirt, you can create using these. So that is your Denim Delights. We've then got Gritty Grunge. If you're into this look but don't like to get messy,
No, instant.
this is
images
perfect.
with this one.
You can see on the front there the different colourways. You've got the greens, the reds, the blues in there as well. So that is your Gritty Grunge. You've then got what I'd class as another essential,
Yes.
your wood grains.
Absolutely. There's so many different colours and
Yeah.
variations in this.
Sort of almost like a
very
neutral
nice.
background, isn't it? So
Yes.
if you're not sure what background you want, that makes a perfect. And if you've got sort of your flower dyes, always look good on
They do look good
sort
on
of
wood grain.
on a wooden background
I
as
also
well.
think that wood grain is a great one for using with Christmas cards too. It's a great one to mix and match.
Yes, yeah. So that is your wood grains. We're nearly there. Then we've got your marvellous. Again, there's no way I'd be able to create that
No.
background.
No.
Looks
not
like
with
you've
that
done
sort of like gold accent.
yeah, gilding flakes on it, doesn't it? And all those different colourways. And these are great because depending on what sort of colour card you can do, depends on
Where you place
which
it.
part you want to cut as well. So that is your marvellous. Next up, we've got your rainbow watercolour.
This is a crazy bit.
I always think that looks like shaving foam, you know, when you do
Yeah.
the technique with the shaving foam. And those gorgeous rainbow watercolour effects. And then, two more. Then we've got our Gothic Rose.
There's so many to choose
It's
from.
just so striking, this one, isn't it? Again, this is on your Matastic, so you can add colour to these. You can see the card on the front, just being coloured in. So that is your Gothic Rose. And then lastly, you've got your Pastel Ombre. So just another essential, isn't it? Just to have
Absolutely. Loads of sort of ways in which
So
ombre colours come in really handy.
each designer card pack contains 12 sheets, 6 designs, 2 of each. And you are saving over 40%. So
Crazy
3
that.
packs for $9.99.
Absolutely crazy.
Absolutely.
Because normally they're $9.99 for one, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's madness.
So Jess, if you got the code in the goodie box, could you use that?
On these deals,
I want to say yeah. Let me double check.
I think it's a yeah.
We'll find out.
Because that would be incredible if you got another 10% off that.
And the nice thing about shows like this is you're stocking up your essentials, isn't
Yeah.
it? You can see how many different card blanks and envelopes we have got. You are saving 30% on these. So we have got the Ink Me 5x5. You have got your A6. You've got your 6x6.
I just think it's great that you get the envelopes to match as well with our cards. It's not just that we're
Yeah,
giving
and it's
you
all ready to go.
all ready to go.
7x5. You've got your 7x7. Your DL. My personal favourite, your 8x8. You've got your A5. And then these are really good, especially with some of those designer card pack pages we've just seen. Your A4. card blanks if you didn't want to cut into some of those sheets.
Or if you've got like a big occasion or something.
I always feel like they're good if, you know, somebody's leaving at work and you've got a lot of people that you want to write in it, or if it's just a really special card. We have got the A4 card blanks and envelopes, which is great for that one. We have also got your scalloped or scalloped, do you say?
I say scalloped.
Scalloped edge cards. Again, so just creating that extra bit of interest on the sides. So again, a range of different sizes that we've got. Do check out the website. You are saving 30% on all of these. So go through your card blanks, see what you've got and see what you need.
I feel like we've only just like restocked all of these sizes as well, and they're all going to end up going out of
again. And then another one that we all love here is your tent fold cards.
Yes.
So a range of different sizes. So these are on your Ink Me card stock. So you've got your A6, your DL cards, your 7x5s, and a really popular size that I've been using a lot lately, your 8x6 tent fold. But again, with these, if you are buying the calendar for someone who's thinking about taking up crafting, just get them a couple of packets of the card blanks to go with it, and that is such a lovely gift for somebody, isn't it?
It's a really nice way to like start the crafting journey as well with those bits.
Definitely. So check out the website for all of those card blanks and envelopes. You are saving 30% on those. What are we going to demo with next?
I'm going to use the card stock actually. So I've brought in this one because it is one of my favourites, and I'm going to bring in one of our card blanks too. I'm going to actually use a deckled edge one, which I think we have available, and I'm sure that they will also be included in the deal. Jess is going to check for us though. So I'm going to use a 6x6 card, and I've got a matte and layer here. This one is 5 3/4. So what I want to do is I want to trim out a bit of this. I don't want to use the whole of the design here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line up this image onto here. I'm going to take off that little bit off the top there. And then I'm going to cut this down. So if I cut it to here, I'm at like I'm at like a quarter shorter that I did this on originally. So I'm going to come down to 3 sort of squares below this. So I'm following the pattern, and I think that this style of card is going to be great for people who want to make the most out of the designs that they've got here, but it is going to look really quite cool. So I'm just going to test that out on there, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to trim out this section here. So I've just got 2 panels on there, and then with this bit I'm just going to trim into these little squares as well, because we're going to do a little bit of layering up. So I'll just take that piece.
Just to let everyone know, Jess has checked and the discount does work. So if you've got your discount code from your goodie box, it will work on those designer card packs.
How exciting is that? So I've trimmed out those 4 designs. We're going to put them to one side. And then I'm also going to bring in a Trim Me pad. This is from Christmas 3, our Trim Me inserts. And I'm going to bring this in, and I'm going to cut this down at this point here, all the way across, so that I know that that is sort of straight. And this image is actually going to sit behind my card, so I don't need it to be like perfect. So now I've got sort of like where I want that to go on here. What I can do is I can follow this design on here. So if I cut it to this point here and then test it out. So instead of using it on the inside of my card, I'm actually going to use it on the outside of my card. So with this in mind, I'm just going to bring that now to the, I think it needs to be shorter, doesn't it? It needs to be the same width as this panel. And I think that's 5.5. So let's cut that to 5.5 there, and then I'm going to pop this on my card blank, on my insert, sorry, my insert, on my mirror, jeez. I have too much to do today for my brain to be like this. So that's going to go on there, and then this is going to sit up here. So I'm going to bring in a piece of our, I think I'm just going to go in with some red tape on the very edge of here. I'm going to go over the sides just a little bit, and then we're just going to wrap this around. So making sure that it is super stuck on that little panel. I'm going to wrap this around here. And I'm going to go in with our ribbon. So I don't want it to be too far off the edge, so it can come as far down as it will go. Just make sure that that is stuck, and then we can just fold it back on itself. Just give it a little bit of a trim. I'm going to fold that so it sits really nicely around the edges there. So that now will fit on here. So it's giving you that really like breaking up the design on there. I'll go in with some square foam pads to stick this down. And then we're going to go in with some of those elements that I have cut out from before.
Which pad did you say the sentiment was from?
The sentiment is from our Christmas 3 Trim Me inserts.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick this over here. Sorry.
No, it looks really funny.
And then what you can do is you can place some of these over. So I think if I just do, let's go for 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go on again with some foam pads. I'm going to use I'm not going to use, if I've got some, I'm going to go in with 1 mils. So it gives that look of height, but it's not like super overpowering.
Yeah, so they're also good, those ones, aren't they? If you still want to post
Yes.
your cards as well. You want a bit of dimension, but you need to post
I'm just
them.
going to try and just pop that a little bit underneath this ribbon here. What you can do as well is, I'll just go over the top, but you could do this little bit and then add your ribbon on top. It depends where you want it to be, but just to give that a little look of height, a little bit more of an interest as well. I think this one I could have actually stuck in a little bit. Let's just trim it with my scissors, because that one does.
You see how far that cardstock's going to go as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then you've got that tiny little bit of height and dimension on there as well. I'm going to bring in then my delightful die cuts. I'm just going to look for an image that kind of represents or resembles one of the designs we've got on here. So anything that's got sort of like foliage on, or maybe a little image. I want to change the shape up. I don't want it to be square. I want it to have a bit of gold foiling on. I think either the lantern or maybe these baubles I might go for. Check if there's anything else. No, let's go for this star. The star's going to work really nicely. So then this can go on top of here. So for that I'm going to use some foam pads, and because we've gone for like 2 mils with this and then 1 mil on there, I'm going to actually use 2 of my 2 mils. You could also use a 4 mil if you had it, and then we're going to go in and I'm going to make a really nice ribbon with this colour. So let's go in and make that nice and simple on there.
I think you could do these for
Christmas
matchmaking as well, do you think?
With this design,
Yeah.
definitely. And also, not just this design, but like with every sort of image that you've got in this cardstock.
Yes,
because
yeah.
there's so many different tags in here that would work for like the snowman or the other images that we've got.
And in that, the quilts one, you've got the snowmen are in squares, aren't they?
Yeah.
The trees are, so you could
you could just like replicate it throughout, use different sentiments from your trimmy insert pads. So let's just cut this off. I want them to be quite long, quite Christmassy. Popping out the edges, so that's going to go on there. And then I think gold gemstones, if I can find some, will work really nicely. Let's go in with these ones because these ones have quite a nice little festive shape to them. They kind of have that like old school Christmas look. And I'm just going to take these ones from here. I'm going to cut them down in half so that we've got like 3 and 3. And then I'm going to go for 3 along the bottom. 3 up
They on
here
it like a strip?
at the top. Yeah,
Yeah.
The whole thing is on like one big strip, so you can like trim them down, use them separately if you want to, or use them on like as borders.
Oh wow.
Because you could have used that across the top of there as well if you wanted to jazz it up a bit more. And then this is going to go onto my card blank. So I'm going to use a deckled edge card blank for this. Again, are they on the offer, Jess?
I don't think so, no.
They're not. I think the deckled edge works really nice with this again though, because it's got that vintagey Christmas feel. So I'm just going to place that on there, giving that white edge a little look through as well. And then there you go. So really, really clean, really simple, but actually super quick to make. So like Amy said, if you are batch making, then this is a great sort of cardstock to do that with.
I do feel like you've just made the Christmas card that I'm going to make this because I haven't made mine.
It's cute.
Everyone on the chat is loving it. I love this. I'm going to make some cards like this.
Look how much I've got left.
Yeah. So, somebody put that's such a classy looking card. I think I'm going to give that one a go.
The great thing is as well is that you can make it as big or as small as you want. So you could do like little 4x6s and use like 3. You could go all the way across and use like 8x8. You could also, when it comes to this bit here, like with these 2 strips, I could do it, but instead of having this across the top here, I could have it down the side. So then have the sentiment on one side, this on the other side.
Yes, yeah.
So there's loads of different ways in how you can use like the shapes that you've got in your kit as well.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, that's going to work for any of those shapes. Even the DL, isn't it? Those 2 would probably fit on a DL card. Thank you. I'm sure there's lots of people that are going to be trying that out. Somebody said they'd got that cardstock but hadn't used it yet. Please do give it a go.
Yes.
Because
it is a stunning cardstock. It's one of those cardstocks that's so nice you don't actually want to cut into it.
I think that's what people,
why people haven't used it,
saying. But
it is really nice for your Christmas cards.
And when it's sort of 3 lots for $9.99.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do cut into it. Thank you. Everyone's loved that demo. So just we've got a game to play.
A game to play.
We have.
I'm a bit worried about this now. What's going on in my brain this morning?
Are we okay to do it now, Jess? So we have got 3 presents that have been left for you, Natalie.
Okay.
And all you've got to do is try and guess which is in what is in each one.
Right.
So first up, we have got this.
And are these Hunkydory related things, Jess? Oh.
Maybe not.
Okay.
So
well,
that
let's
is
see.
your number 1. I mean, does she win a prize if she gets them all right?
I haven't got a big one.
Oh, Jess said you can have the rest of the day off if you get them all right.
I think I need
That's
it.
what she said.
Oh my goodness. It's this is a paper crimper. Yes! Can I open it? I was very confused at first. It was only until I felt the channel in the middle that I knew that it was a paper crimper. A paper crimper!
Yay!
Yes. Yep.
Well done. 1 out
Next
of 1.
one. This one now, I have no idea what this is. Oh. Is it that it's a bit deceiving.
Is it
I
all
am
over,
really
or is there
confused.
spaces
The
where
spaces.
there isn't anything?
Wait,
One corner.
it's a coat hanger. Jess, this is like... I was very confused until I got that to the top bit there. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
They'd
Think about
definitely
what's
give it
lying
away.
around the room.
What have we got in the office? Oh, no. There we go. Coat hanger.
Can I just say, I wanted a wire coat hanger to make a wreath.
Yeah.
So I was talking to my husband about it, and now every time he goes on his phone, on a shopping site,
Wire coat hangers
Yeah.
come up. Terrible, isn't it?
it's just-
Terrible.
It is listening. And lastly,
I feel like I know what this one is, but the
Oh.
others have been quite deceptible,
See,
so I'm not sure.
I'm not sure about that one.
Is it heavy? Oh.
Yeah, I'm really not sure about that one.
If anyone can get this now, it's you. This is what-
Really?
Oh gosh.
No. I feel like this is what an insight to what people with like eyesight, blind people or like hard-sighted people must feel like when they're trying to figure out what things are.
But I think there's some people that are really good at just guessing what presents are.
Oh, wait. Wait. This is the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas storybook.
Wow!
This just proves how many things I've felt up in this office to know what this is. Do you know what gave it away at first? It was this little thing. I was trying to work out the shape, and then I was like, okay, let me feel for the ribbon. And I was like,
And
yeah,
it was there.
that's what it is. There we go. Three
Well
out of
done,
three.
3 out of 3.
I was proud of myself there.
You can go home.
Thanks.
Is there going to be more games during the week?
Nice.
Wow, nice. So stay tuned for those. So just a quick reminder of our Win It Weekly. You are in with a chance to win, well, 3 of you, our gorgeous mega storage caddy. 16 storage boxes, perfect for all things crafty. All you need to do is like, share and comment with the answer to the following question. Which of these Christmas markets takes place underground? Is it A, Christmas Wonderland Singapore? Is it B, Christmas Town Valkenburg? Or is it C, capital of Christmas Strasbourg?
Oh,
I don't know that one.
I don't know. I want to know though.
Yeah, so please
Let's
like,
find
share
out.
and comment, and the winner will be announced on Friday, on Friday's show. So just a reminder of what we had at the start of our show. Our Hunkydory weekly planner, 52 pages, so it's going to last you all through 2025. No dates on there, so you can add those on if you want to, but just lots of space to write down all your plans for the week, meals,
Yeah.
kids clubs, programs you need to watch.
Yeah.
Just lots of space on there. You can tear the pages off, put them onto your fridge or freezer with magnets, or just put them onto your wall, or just leave it on your desk, isn't it? In your craft room. But you've also got space for your crafty notes as well. So 52 pages in that one, just $6.29 if you are a Diamond Club member. But if you purchase that, you then get a crafty to-do list for free.
Such a good deal.
So you can see you've got that animal print theme going through it. You've got that little "you've got this" on the bottom.
I
You can
love
see how
the
many
print on
pages
that.
you're going to get in there as well.
I
So
think
you can
it's
maybe put dates
52 as
on
well,
there.
so that there's like one for each week, I think.
Oh, is it?
I think that's, yeah, I'm positively sure. It's the same height?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We think of everything.
Yeah, we do.
So you've got one of those, you could put the date at the top there as well. So that comes free when you buy the weekly planner. If you do want that on its own, you can get that for $3.99. And then lastly, to write on there is your Hunkydory pen.
I love this pen. It honestly,
I've
it sounds
currently got
really sad.
2 in my...
It sounds really sad, but when you find a pen that writes
nice.
as good as this, You need this pen in your life.
So it is black ink. You've got our logo on there branded. So just $3.99 or $3.59 if you are a Diamond Club member. And then the other product we had, I feel like these are great gifts as well to give
Such
people.
good gifts today. And not expensive at all. I mean, you could get the calendar and your planners with the pen, and you're spending just over £20, which is such a good, reasonable price, isn't it?
And when you see like what you've got for that amount as well. So you've got the 2025 Hunkydory Craft Calendar. You've got a page for each month, and you will see you've got the that's better. You've got the dates there, and then you've got the toppers. Each one comes with the border strip, 3 sentiments, and then a did you know fact. So what you could do is you could even cut those out and put them on your card as well, couldn't you? But lots of different themes. You've got gold and silver foiling throughout this. That is the one that Natalie used in the first demonstration.
My favourite thing about this calendar though is the little hunky-dory, because handmade means more that you've got on the corner of each page.
Yes.
Again, another little item that you could like stick to the back of your card.
Yeah, but just cut into it as much as you can. Use the front cover as well, isn't it? But just so many colourways, themes within this. You're going to be able to make cards for everybody, for every occasion, isn't it, using this? So that is your Hunkydory Craft Calendar for this next year coming up. Love him with the leaves.
I love the fact that we've got like brand new artwork in this as well.
Yes, yeah. And then your Father Christmas on the last one. So just $9.99 or $8.99 if you are in our Diamond Club.
Nice.
Definitely going to buy that for a few people.
100%.
Yeah.
I love it.
Definitely.
I absolutely love
Great
that
stocking
calendar.
filler as well. What are we demoing with now?
So we're going to do another page from our calendar.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm going to use one of our scalloped card blanks as well, because I love this shape. I'm going with August this time. And again, it was another one that I could instantly think of what pages to use. So we're going to use the cottage wallpaper and gingham tablecloth. I've already selected these 2 pieces because these colours work really nicely with this design that we've got here. I've got a bit of gold mirror. And the card shape that I'm using is a A5 scalloped edge as well. So I'm just going to pop out all of those bits and pieces, and we're going to do a fold back with this. So I'm going to use all of these fantastic elements. So when you get your scalloped edges home, I think the easiest thing for like your mats and layers and trying to work out what sizing it needs to be is to just measure like this first scalloped here, which is 1/2 inch. So I know now if I take off 1/2 inch from one side, or if I take off a whole inch, sorry, it will give me a really nice mat and layer from like all the 4 sides that we've got here. So with that in mind, the starting size it's A5, so it's a little bit confusing in that respect, but I know that my A5 is 3 under the 6, so if I go for 3 under the 5, and you can always cut it down and then test it and just make sure that that is sitting exactly where you want it to be. And I love the like really nice fresh sort of like white sizes that we've got on there. So I'm going to do that for both the side and the top as well. So we want to go to 7 1/4 for that. So that should fit now really nicely on that panel. And then with this section, I'm actually going to sort of like half this. So I know that it's 2/4 for my 1/2 an A5. So if I do that at 2/3, and then again 1/4/7, that is going to give me a panel that I can fit on this side of my card as well. Might need to trim it down, we'll see how we get on with that. But then I'm going to bring in these gorgeous patterns. We're going to go with our gingham first, and I'm just going to cut this down. So let me just remind me of my sizes. So I'm going to go for 2, let's go for 3 notches below all of that. And then we've got a nice gold edge, but it's not super, super thick again. So we're bringing in that different look of like dimension and shape and sizing. And then I'm going to cut this down in a moment, I think. I'm just going to bring this panel in, because I'm just going to do a lovely little strip of this that goes across.
I do love these duo design
size is
pads. They're
One
so
and a
useful,
half.
aren't they?
So let's just go for 1 1/4 on that strip there. And then bring in my scoreboard again. And then I can pop this onto here. And like I said, we're going to pop this on this side. And then it might be a bit shorter than what I said actually. So it's 1 notch under the 6. So I'm going to go for about 2 notches under the 3 on here. If you're doing it on the centimetre side as well, you will find that it's a bit easier. Let's just go over that bit again actually. I'm going to go just under that, and then I can just flatten that bit out. If you are wanting to do this and you're not sure whereabouts it needs to lie, you can as well just fold it without using
then burnish it,
and
yeah.
then burnish it without using the score tool. So now we've got this really nice sort of shaped edge on here. So with that in mind, I now know that this definitely needs to be trimmed, and to make my life even more easier, what I'm going to do is just mark this on here with exactly where I want that to be, so that my so I can do the maths sort of outside of my head. And when you've got shapes and sizes like this as well, I always find it easier to do it this way actually. So then we're going to do it 2 notches shorter, so we're going to go to there, and then this one is the size that we were at before, so just over the 3. Just check that that is looking where we want it to be, and then we can pop all of these elements together again. So my tape runner is going to be my best friend for this. Oh, just going to layer up all of these fantastic panels, and it just shows as well how easy your cards can be, like put together with the bits that you'll have in your stash. Like I have chosen to use duo design papers here, but I didn't even have to think about it. I flicked through the calendar and I looked at the pages and I instantly just went, yep, I know exactly what I've got that I can use with this. I didn't have to, spend ages looking through lots of different things. Everything was really easy to throw together. So that is going to fit on there. I love the look of a scalloped edge card blank as well. It has such a cool, like, dainty, like, feel to it. And then this one is going to fit on here. So just find where you are happy with that sitting on your card blank, and then you've got that beautiful shape. I'm going to break it up a little bit by bringing this in. So I'm just going to stick this on, and then I'm going to trim down the sizing so it's just got that gold edge on both edges. So I'll just stick that onto there, and then I want to trim it so it's just at 7 1/4. That's going to meet up with my mirror. So I'm going to pop that in here. I love the gingham as well because it's really easy to line everything up when you've got like lines to follow. So we'll bring in our shaped cards. I'm going to bring in, I might pop that in the centre. This is going to fit on here. That is going to go on there. So then I can bring that across there if I do that one. And then my sentiments can add
That's the perfect size, isn't
into
it?
here as well. So let's stick this on with our tape runner. So I'm just going to go over half the edge of here. Again, if you want to add stability, you could add parchment, or you could add your other elements to this, like, I'm trying to think of what other acetate. So let's go in with 2 more foam pads now on this side, and a great way of doing that is actually just switching it over. So flipping it upside down, you can really see where your foam pads need to be then, and then you can flip it back over, pop it on top, so make sure it's in the middle, but then you're going to have no sort of workings on that side. And then I'm going to add a little bit of interest, I'm going to stick this on with my foam pads.
They're so handy, aren't they? That's
You know what, as well, I'm just thinking, I wonder if we've got in here, in our stash, a perfect versus pad. And we probably do. So let's use this to frame one of our verses, if we can fit one in here. Because obviously you've got the sentiments, but the verse is going to fit really nicely on this. So let's have a look at what we've got. Fit that one on there. Can. Very little card, say great big thank you. What other ones have we got? May the love and happiness you feel today continue to shine throughout the years. Maybe that one works. What else have
Rudolph
we got?
liked that one.
Rudolph did like that one. I know, this is the thing. We have to watch our heads all the time now, aren't we? So let's go with this one. And I'm going to use this piece up here. So I'm going to be really careful to fit this along there. So I've got my foam pads ready to go, and to make it super, super easy, I'm going to stick it on and then I'm going to trim around my frame.
Yeah.
So I'll go in, just trim that bit off. I'll stick that on there. So it's just over the top, but not too much that you're going to be able to see. Oh, it might be just underneath the other bits as well. But once we've stuck that down, it'll lie flat, so it's not a problem. This is a great way of showing you how you can use your sort of like middle frames to frame sentiments that you'll have in your stash as well.
Especially if you've got these books, or if you've got any of our sentiment stamps, isn't it, you could use.
Then I'm going to go in with construction glue, just because I've obviously got this frame that's kind of like stuck in one sort of direction but not in the others. So if I then place this in the middle like so, can make sure that that is nice and straight, and then as soon as those foam pads hit, that's not moving anywhere. My sentiment then can go, I'm going to put just for you in the middle there, or maybe I'll put bloom with love, I'm not sure. Blooming with love.
So much choice.
I'm going to pop there. So let's pop that with a little bit of foam pad on that piece.
And because you've got that larger outer frame on all of these, you could make any of them into shakers as well, couldn't you? Just adding your acetate onto them.
Just for you, and I've got enjoy your special day as well. So you can actually use all three of these on this card, because they're all going to work really nicely. So let's grab these, and I'm going to pop that across here. So just lining up on that edge there, and then this one can go up here. So just for you, let's see if that one fits a bit better. Just need to place my foam pad on it a bit more towards this edge here, and then I can go in with my tape runner on the other edge so it'll stick to that side there.
That's a good thing to show. Sometimes it's better to put the foam pads on the top a bit, and then other times it's better to put it where you
got it.
Yeah.
There, you can't kind of like see it. And I just haven't used this strip here feel like I need to, but I'm not sure where it's going to fit. You could have popped it on the bottom or the top if you had a smaller sentiment and you needed to hide some space. I feel like it needs to go on, but I'm not sure where. Let's go for like top and bottom of that section there. I'm just going to trim into this.
Jane's put in the chat, what a wonderfully fresh looking card. And I think
Thank
it
you.
is, isn't it, because of the colours and that amount of white space that you've got.
Yeah, and I
That
think
gorgeous
adding that
scalloped edge.
sentiment in from your perfect verses
Yeah.
as well brings that like fresh edge in again, doesn't it? So I can pop that on there, and then what I'm also going to do is just trim this section off here, because I think, probably cut that too short now. I'm going to line it up on here and then trim it away.
But it really does show how you can get the most from that border strip, doesn't it?
We are
Just-
definitely
if you can't see it, don't put it there, isn't it, with the border strip?
Trimming.
Just cut it away, yeah.
trimming these bits and pieces off here and making this work. So I'm just going to then go in with my scissors and just cut underneath these bits there. And then you've got that really nice sort of shaped look to the card. And I've got the tiniest little bits and pieces left. But from something that was like 6x4 in size, we've made a huge fold back card with our shaped card blanks. You've got the gorgeous message on the inside. It's beautiful. And you would
again,
never have thought that that was something so small.
You could do that with all 12 of the toppers in there,
Definitely.
couldn't you? And have 12 cards similar to that. Everyone's put a pretty card. Another fabulous demo card, Natalie. You're on a roll.
Thank you.
Yeah, lots of love for all of your demos.
Thank you very
today.
much.
Thank you so much. They've been fabulous as always. And I'm sure people are going to be trying out lots of those ideas as well. So thank you for that. TV schedule. Anne-Marie is at Hobbymaker tomorrow. Join her at 11 a.m. So she is doing Facebook with
She
Hobbymaker with our weekly planner and to-do list. She'll then be on at 1 p.m. with our Hunkydory layout library.
Nice.
Ooh.
Brand new.
Stay tuned for that. And at 5 p.m. with our Golden Oldies. Next up here on Hunkydory TV, come back to our Christmas market, and we have a 2024 favourite
Ooh.
back in the form of a deluxe craft pad.
Ooh. What
Any
could it be?
guesses?
No, I've
So,
no idea.
plus back in stock craft tools you won't want to miss. So tune in tomorrow. It's myself, isn't it, with Dan for that show tomorrow at our Christmas market. So we hope you've enjoyed today's show. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.